Hello traders, hello investors, how are you doing today my friends? Welcome to another video here in the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan and today Tesla is up nearly 1% right now, that's quite good. The Nasdaq index is up 0.55%. The market is starting to reverse right now at this moment. A few minutes ago they were all on negative territory. So this is quite interesting. The S&P is nearly on break even. Hardly it's gonna be on red territory, with the fear index dropping minus 4%, with the 10-year yields dropping minus 1.35%. So it feels like the market is on the verge of reversing right now, and this could be quite good if it keeps playing the cards right. Just remember my friends, click on the like button to support this channel. If you're new around here, consider subscribing because I do daily videos, daily analysis on Tesla and on other stocks. I think you're gonna like our content. Now let's talk about Tesla. Before we can talk about Tesla, let's understand what the market is doing right now. We see the S&P reacting near a support level, which is quite good. Okay, this is good. This is a good signal. It is trying to fight against yesterday's bearish Marubozu. Okay, this was a classic Marubozu candlestick pattern, indicating that yes, the S&P could, and it still could retest the previous support level, but today's reaction is trying to deny this scenario. The Nasdaq index, the Nasdaq composite, is a little bit more bullish. We are more distant than the previous support level than the S&P is from its previous support level, so it feels like this reaction could be the beginning of a bullish reversal structure. Right now, I know it is too soon to say this, okay? It is too soon to say this, but it could be the beginning of a possible bullish pivot point. If it does a bottom higher than the previous bottom, we might trigger a pivot point. If that's the case, I believe it's gonna easily go up to the 12.5k over here, or even to the previous support level around 13.6k. okay, remember we have an open gap over here, which is a long-term target. Okay, it's a target for the longer period of time, but still we could work with that as well. For now, let's just pay attention to the possibility of a pivot point, and in that case our next resistance is going to be 12.5k. okay, on the Nasdaq index. The S&P, we don't see crystal clear bullish pivot point, right? This bottom is a little bit too low to be considered a pivot point, but still it is a bullish reversal candlestick pattern. In my humble opinion, the S&P must break this purple trend line in order to do a reversal. Right now, it feels like we are in a no man's land, okay? It's a neutral territory. I don't see anything meaningful going on the S&P. If we break the EMA in the 1 hour chart, if we break the 39.79, I think that's going to be a very nice start, a very good beginning. And I do believe we're going to fill these last gaps over here. But we must wait for a better, clearer bullish structure in order to see the S&P back to the previous resistance level at 4,300. Okay, now how this is going to affect Tesla? Well, Tesla is not doing a bullish pivot point. We don't see crystal clear bullish structure, but we see an interesting chart pattern. This purple trend line is connecting the previous tops on Tesla, and we do have a clear support level around 705 over here. These lines, they draw what seems to me at least a descending triangle chart pattern. This alone means nothing, okay, because it could be a continuation, a bearish continuation pattern, or it could work as a bullish reversal pattern. How this could be a bearish continuation pattern? If we lose the 705, we will probably seek lower levels. The next stop would be around $680, okay? But what if we trigger this descending triangle upwards? What if we break this purple trend line? Just like on the S&P, by breaking its trend line, Tesla will trigger a bullish structure, and it has its first resistance at $780. This is going to be our first resistance, okay? I do believe we're gonna hit higher levels. We also have the $821 as a secondary resistance level. And last but not less important, we have an open gap at $858. If you ask me, this gap is going to be filled in the midterm. It is going to take a while, maybe even a couple of weeks, but I do believe this gap is going to be filled. But so far, we gotta wait for a crystal clear bullish reaction. In my humble opinion, we must wait to see this descending triangle being defeated, being broken. We must do an upwards breakout. We must break this purple trend line before we can possibly start working with this scenario. But still, I do think we're gonna see a positive movement, especially because Tesla, when we analyze the daily chart, for instance, Tesla is very close, is at its support level around 700s. Okay, this point was a support level a few days ago on May 12. It was a support level when the war started on February 24, and it was a support level for us on September 2021. So it feels like this point is indeed a meaningful support level for Tesla, and I do believe we're gonna react right now, especially because not only because we are near support level, but because we are far away from the 21 EMA. It feels like we dropped too much, too sharply to retest the previous support level. And right now we see some stabilization. We do see some stabilization. We see the beginning of what could be a very nice reversal. And the indices, they're also quite stretched. Okay, they are dropping too sharply and they are already starting to react. The volume is a little bit low yet, but I do believe the moment we start going up, especially if we break this purple trend line, I think we're gonna do a fantastic movement. The Nasdaq could also fly. The Nasdaq, just like Tesla, could fill the gap at 858. The Nasdaq, I think, is going to fill this gap around 14.1K. Okay, roughly. Of course, we just need to see crystal clear bullish reaction. The US market is very, very bearish. Okay, it is very bearish, so it is a very hard and complex situation. If you wanna bet in a reversal right now, keep in mind that it is a risky play. Okay, it is indeed, but the risk reward ratio is quite high. The reward is potentially amazing, but the risk is very high. It is still very high. Just out of curiosity, I think what the S&P must do and the Nasdaq must do is something like Brazilian indices are already doing. I mean, we went up, we hit a resistance level, now we are dropping back to one of its retracements down here. We are clearly doing a bullish reaction, so if this reaction confirms, I do believe Brazilian index is going to trigger a bullish pivot point to fill its gap as well. So I do believe what we require to see on the US markets is just a crystal clear bullish reaction. Okay, unlike the Brazilian markets, we don't see crystal clear bull trend right now. In fact, the trend is still bearish, but by waiting for this reaction, I do believe we're gonna see something good. Okay, I firmly believe we'll see something good. The indices are looking interesting right now, but again, let's proceed with caution because the moment is very hard and it is very complex. I will keep you guys updated every single day. Remember, subscribe to this channel to keep in touch with my insights. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay safe. Farewell.